Here we go, guys. I finally did it. This is AudioWaves Visualizer 3.0.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I know it's been a couple months now since everyone on GitHub, YouTube, OBS Studio Project Forum asked me for some fixes on my AudioWaves plugin, and it's finally over.
Surprise, motherfucker!
The version 3.0 comes now with everything that was requested. All the crash issues are now fixed, and if you stay for the entire video, you'll also see everything that you need to set up this plugin. If you don't know yet, AudioWaves plugin allows you to select an audio source, and it draws graphic that reacts to your audio source. Either if you use your microphone or your desktop audio, this creates waves that react to the frequency of the sound in your audio source. Here's a catch. If you used my previous version, you most likely noticed that most of the themes just crashed OBS Studio. So there it is. I have fixed that issue, and now this plugin is completely usable. It's very resource friendly, and it works. The whole idea, that small thing that I was missing, it's exactly the high level shading language. So I decided to just switch from the precompiled themes that were used in the previous versions of this plugin to the effects, .effect files that you can create yourself. The plugin comes packed with 13 themes right now. There may be more in the future. That's a lot to get started. High level shading language, it's explicitly made for drawing graphics on your sources, and it works perfectly balanced, optimized for OBS Studio. It's not eating so many resources like the previous version does, and even allows me to create better looking graphics. Stay with me. I'll show you how to install this plugin, and I will also show you how to set up a couple of the themes, and let's jump into installing the plugin. Now, if you followed the link in the description, you were most likely prompted to my portfolio, but you can also download it directly from my GitHub. If you go to AudioWaves on GitHub, under releases, just search for the latest release. Right now it's 3.0.1. Download the archive for Windows. Okay, let's open it. And when you open it, you'll notice there are two folders. You can just ignore the share and open up AudioWaves. Just like any other OBS Studio plugin, first thing you have to do is go to bin 64-bit and copy the DLL and PDB. I just copy them, then go to my OBS Studio install under plugins 64-bit, and what you have to do is just drop the DLL here. It's not really necessary to put the PDB because that's a debugging file, so you don't really need it if you are going to use this in production. So just use it. Of course, I already have it installed, so I just skip, and I will jump to the most important part. If you go back to the archive, in the same audio wave folder, you also have the data folder. And in the data folder, you have the local. I don't have any translations for it, but you can just move the translations file to ignore the warnings that will be prompted in the logs in OBS Studio. But this is the most important folder, the effects folder. And as you may notice, if you're probably already using the shader plugin, this ends into effect, and there's also another file that's called effect.ini. I'll explain this later once we have the plugin installed. What you have to do once you're in the AudioWave folder, just copy this folder, the data, go back to your OBS Studio install, go to the root, and inside the data folder, go to OBS plugins. And here, if you don't have the audio wave folder, you can just create it. And if you already have it, basically, if you downloaded the plugin, launched OBS Studio, but you haven't moved the data folder, just go in there, open the folder, go in the archive, and just drag the effects. Okay, that's it with the install. Now, let's jump back into OBS Studio and show you how it works. Back in OBS Studio with a fresh install of the AudioWaves plugin, all you have to do, go to your sources, click on the plus button, and if you have installed the plugin correctly, you must have a new source here called Audio Shader Engine. Just click on it, name it however you want. I'll just call it AudioWave, and now we have a lot of options. But don't be scared because it's very easy to set up the plugin. Right now, if I select the microphone here, you can see it's already reacting to my voice. Now, if I scroll down here, the React DB actually means at what level in your audio mixer, so basically here, it's when the graphic will react to the sound. So if I just drag it over here, every single sound, as you can see, is barely reacting because it's not reaching the minus 14 dB audio level. Let's just drag it back here. And of course, the peak dB, you can set it, but it's mostly to not reach the edges of the source. And here you can also resize the source and move it wherever you want. And of course, you can also change the width and height directly from the source options itself. Now, going back to the theme options. Each theme comes with its own options. So if I increase the thickness, as you can see, it increases the circle. Now, let's switch to another theme. All you have to do is click browse, go to the folder where we installed all the themes. It can be inside OBS Studio or you can install it wherever you want. And if you want to add new effects, you just drop the new effect there. But it's very important, if you remember in the beginning of the video, I show you that there is a .ini file. That ini file basically keeps the informations of the options in the plugin. Otherwise, if you don't have that file, you will see here, instead of these informations, you will just see option 1, option 2, option 3, and so on. Okay, now let's open up another theme that I really like. It's the wobble bars. Let's just increase source and jump straight to the options. Here we have a mirror. Also, we have a bar counter. And what I really like this version, it's that you can have a preview directly in the window and you don't have that preview lag that we had in the previous versions of the plugin. This is pretty much it with the new version of this plugin. Now that you have everything set up, working correctly, now you can combine multiple sources to create some nice audio reactive effects on your live stream. And of course, using the high-level shading language, you can create your own effects just by coding or prompting an AI chat assistant to generate you some nice reactive effect files. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your interest in my resources. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and of course, leave a comment below. Tell me what you like and what would you change in this plugin. Thank you again and see you on the next video. Bye bye.